Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today in this video on social security $1,400 stimulus check update, I'm going to be talking about supplemental security income, fourth stimulus check for supplemental security income, and I have all the details right here in this video. So without wasting time, let me get right into all the details. So most of the social security beneficiaries, particularly supplemental security income recipients, are asking questions, and also many of you right here in the community receiving fixed income benefits are wondering, like, will there be any fourth stimulus check, and how much will our fourth stimulus check be? Also, will SSI recipients receive, and when will we get our fourth stimulus check? Now, these are very good questions, specifically focused to the point, and right here in this video I'm going to be talking about the SSI $1,400 stimulus check. So let's get right into all the details. So speaking of the fourth stimulus check update for fixed middle income beneficiaries, particularly supplemental security income, that's SSI, let's talk about where we are currently standing for the fourth stimulus check. And I have seen questions from SSI beneficiaries reaching out asking, what about SSI? Are we going to be included in the fourth stimulus check? And also lots of questions from the social security beneficiaries like SSDI. Will SSDI recipients be included? Also, will social security be included? Will VA be included? And will seniors be included in the fourth stimulus check? So now, right before we start this video, I just want to make this absolutely clear so that we are on the same exact point of view, and we are looking at the things as they are. So as of right now, whether it's $500, $1,400, $2,000, none of the fourth stimulus check have been approved, but things are moving very rapidly as of right now, and there are lots of moving parts right here in the economy and how it exactly works. So moving forward, we need to watch a few things very closely in order to properly get an understanding of what will happen to the economy, inflation, and will there be any likelihood of additional stimulus check, and also what's going on with markets, stock markets, the real estate markets, and most importantly the Federal Reserves, plus the job market. There are lots of different things when it comes down to the fourth stimulus check. And when it comes to these kind of stimulus checks and watching the Federal Reserve, what they are exactly doing with the interest rates becomes very important. So that's gonna be probably the most important thing to watch right now. Also, the second most important thing that we need to watch for is unemployment rate, and we can clearly see that it's going higher and higher, and as unemployment rate goes higher, the likelihood of getting us another check also becomes higher, because it simply means that the economy is contracting and people are losing their jobs. Therefore, as people start losing their jobs, it clearly indicates the economy is just not doing well. Right now, there is less money flowing into the economy, and that's where the supply and demand comes into the picture. Since the price are rising higher and higher for the services and products, there will be less demand, and that's why people start losing their jobs, and many people stop spending money too much. So again, it becomes very important to watch all these factors. So moving forward, let me be clear, as I said earlier, that the fourth stimulus check has not been approved yet. as of right now I'm recording this video, but yet all these factors become very important in order to decide whether is there any possibility of another stimulus check. And also there is another aspect that is important, because some people out here in the community are saying that if you issue another stimulus check right now, it's going to cause more inflation. And well, the answer depends totally upon a stimulus check, whether it's sent out to 282 million people like they did in the last 3 stimulus checks, then definitely it's gonna cause more inflation going on. But right here we are not going to talk about that kind of stimulus check. We are specifically talking about a highly focused fourth stimulus check, $1,400 going out about to maybe 20, 30, 40 or 50 million beneficiaries. And at the end of the day, beneficiaries sending out $1,400 stimulus checks to about 30 million people, when the total population, let's say, is about 330 or 340 million people right in the country. So it's a small fraction of the people, about 30 million people. It's like 1/10 of the population in the country. For SSR recipients, when it comes down to that, a highly focused fourth stimulus check, so ultimately it comes down to the economy. If the economy is contracted too much and the inflation is so high, they are not going to care about the inflation. They are not going to care whether sending a fourth stimulus check will inflate the economy or it won't. So at this point, they will not care too much about it, because the economy contracted too much and the economy has gone down enough. So that economy is in such a deep recession, and if the economy has gone down enough in such a deep recession, at that point it will no longer be an issue for them. Instead, providing a stimulus check could leave the economy and put it back onto its tracks. And when they realize the economy is in such a deep contraction, all of a sudden they pump out bunch of money in the economy. And like I said earlier, before, every single period of recession that we have seen in the last 20 years have produced some sort of a stimulus check. And again, right now, this is kind of an interesting situation, because technically, if you look at the data, it's the technical definition of recession. But it's kind of funny that all of a sudden, all these politicians, everybody is coming out not clearly acknowledging that we are in a deep recession. And I don't know whether they are trying to change the definition, but clearly the technical definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. And if you take a look at the Q1 and Q2 data, well, that clearly shows us, as per the technical definition, we are currently right now in the technical period of recession, 2 negative quarters back to back. GDP growth, and like I said, these are some of the important factors that will determine whether the economy is contracting or not, and that will in the end determine the chance of getting us a fourth stimulus check. But in the end, it's the politicians, the lawmakers, those will finally need to approve the fourth stimulus check. Well, if they are gonna recognize that we are already in a period of recession right now, and if the recession continues to deepen and deepen, then I guess, well, the history could repeat, and probably if the law makers, Congress, politicians recognize that recession is actually going on, then there is a high possibility that we will get a stimulus check in this scenario. And again, if they acknowledge that we are in the period of recession, well then they have no choice but to provide additional stimulus check right away, as there will be more reasons for them to do so. And I hope I provided you a better understanding where we currently stand regarding the fourth stimulus check, and to totally be clear about all these things and to be on the same page. As of now, I'm doing this video, no fourth stimulus check have been approved, but again, let's say we deep dive into the recession, but actually we recover very quickly. Let's say it was a very mild recession, and if you get out very quickly from the recession, then the likelihood of another stimulus check is probably very low. However, if we go into a deep period of recession like we saw in 2001, 2008, 2020, then again the likelihood is very high. And in the scenario, inflation doesn't matter because already the economy is so much contracted. Then they just want the economy back on the tracks. That's the primary focus they want to keep. And when it comes down to whether we are focusing specifically on SSI, supplemental security income, or fixed beneficiaries, unless they specifically state in the bill saying that everybody is gonna be included except the fixed income beneficiaries or SSR recipients. And I highly doubt that's gonna ever happen if the economy is in a recession. Then why just other beneficiaries and not just fixed income beneficiaries or SSI recipients? Everybody in the economy would say there are a very high likelihood that all the beneficiaries will be included, but you never know. There are always small chances what they could introduce in the bill into the terms which people are included and which people are not. You know, there are a lot of different factors going on right over here, but again, nothing has been approved. And again, I hope that I answered your questions where we are currently standing on a fourth stimulus check. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.